So the royal icing that has been mixed is now placed in a piping bag. We have a number 1 tip on there with the coupler. I typically like to have it twisted the thickness of one's hand, the thickness of the palm. And then I'm gonna be placing a border around the cookie. So when I go to put a flood icing or a run icing on top of it, it's gonna actually hold it as a dam in that way. So it will prevent it from flowing off the cookie. So we're gonna start on the edge and pipe a nice circle. As you probably noticed that I'm using the back end of the cookie. This is the flatter end of the cookie. This will give it nice even flow when we go to put the flood icing on.
Okay, so I've filled my piping bag, my cornet. I just use a single spoon. Any more, it's gonna start coming out of the top. The way that you fold it, you're gonna wanna have the seam right down in the middle, just like that pair of pants. You're gonna fold it towards the seam. Doing this backwards, so it's towards the seam again, and then you're gonna fold it away from the seam and roll it up. Okay? That way you're gonna make sure that you don't get any icing coming out the top if you don't want it to be. It's really important too that when you cut your piping bag that you don't cut it on an angle. If you cut it on an angle, the icing will come out in these little coily-like poops. No coily poops on your cookies, okay? So straight like that. Just gonna make sure that I've got a nice straight. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to start by kind of giving myself a little template for where I want my flowers to go. I have a piping bag that just has a couple of colors. I've just run a darker color up the top and some at the bottom. Not super hard. And this is just a flat piping tip. It's a petal tip. So what I'm going to do is this is where being shaky is super helpful. So you can start to shake a little bit and make a petal. And then we're gonna do another one. And so you can see by having the 2 tones, it's kind of bleeding up the top, so that's what I'm looking for. Then I'm just gonna add a few little of these guys. Some stamens. Just cut this tail off, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna do 3. So there's 1. Here's another one. And then I'm gonna do a 3rd one just over. So we have a little flower. Just like that. I'm gonna repeat that over here. And then if you want, you can add, let's say, a few little... I'm just gonna make some little dots. There's just a simple little flower on a cookie. We're just going to do another simple flower that you can use using your petal tip. So again, holding it with the fat side down towards the center, you're going to make use of your shaky hands and you're going to, like that. Just gonna go around a little circle. Just got a little blossom there. And then I'm gonna use a bit of yellow to finish it off. I'm just gonna go around and add some dots. There you go, little flower.